Good evening and welcome back to Coliseo Iván de Beidou in Medellin, Colombia for Game 2 of the first day of play at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. Alongside Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Fada. We've got one game already in the books as Mexico defeated Puerto Rico 69-66 in a game that ended just
Luis Almanza, número 7.
And we are getting set for game
Michael
number
Jackson,
2.
número
This
8.
one between Brazil and Colombia.
Stalin Ortiz, número 9. Hansel Atencia, número 10. Brian Angola, número 11. Tibier Pérez, número 12.
Being held in 4 different cities. The group play being held here in Medellin. Group B will be in Montevideo, Uruguay, and Group C will be in Bahia Blanca, Argentina. So instead of having a Group A and Group B game,
Director técnico Guillermo
session,
Moreno, asistente
we will
técnico
have 2
Tomás
Group A
Díaz
games,
Pérez.
each of the 3.
A continuación, los jugadores de la selección de Brasil. José Tudavi, número 4. Caboclo, número 5. Lucas Díaz, número 7. Mariano Lucas, número 8. Danilo Siqueira, número 9. Renan Lenz, número 10. Fulvio Chantia Yacis, número 11. Rafael Mineiro, número 12. João Paulo Batista, número 13. Leonardo Maindel, número 14. Jimmy Oliveira, número 18. Jorginho G. Paula, número 32. Director técnico César Máximo.
White uniforms, Colombia in their navy blue trimmed with yellow. Teams line up for the national anthems.
De Brasil.
And they are going to start with Brazil.
A continuación, el himno de Colombia.
Colombia. Good evening and welcome in once again to Coliseo Iván de Beidou in Medellin, Colombia. Game 2 of the evening at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. Alongside Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Feda. And Mark, this game between Brazil and Colombia is interesting. Brazil historically would have a great advantage, but Brazil has not performed up to its capabilities the last couple of times out in continental tournaments. As you look at our officials for this game, Alejandro Sanchez of Uruguay, Matthew Myers from the USA, and Carlos Peralta from Ecuador. Our FIBA commissioner for this game, Pedro Martinez of Venezuela. But Brazil has really disappointed. They did not make the semis in 2015 in Mexico City, and so they are looking for a bit of redemption here as we look at the lineup for Brazil for new coach Cesar Guidetti. He takes over for Ruben Mediano, coached the Brazilians from 2010 to 2016. In fact, this is the first tournament for Cesar Guidetti. Look at the starters for Brazil. Paco, Julio, and Leo Minor. These are guys with lots of experience, and they've got experience coming off the bench as well. Look at the full roster for Team Colombia and Coach Guillermo Moreno.
Several of these teams in tournaments around the world, the NBA players from this country have kind of backed off from playing in these because then it just becomes virtually year-round basketball for them. Their bodies just, they can't hold up to that, especially when they start getting over 30 years old. You see a lot of guys start breaking down. So that could be part of it right there.
Here you get a look at the new Brazilian coach, Cesar Guidetti. 10 of the 12 players on Brazil this tournament play in the Brazilian League, with the exception of Bruno Caboclo, the Raptors program, and Jorginho de Paula with the Houston Rockets. So they're hoping breeding some familiarity among each other as well. 2015 and then last year's South American Championship. We saw a lot of young Davi Roseto, the guard, Mariano Lucas at 23 years old. We've seen him off the bench for Brazil.
Good guard play is a must at tournaments like this. You can have it. Both teams are loaded with bigs. Both teams had 5 or 6 guys, 6'8" or 6'9". The key is going to be, as we saw in the first game with Mexico, only turning the ball over 10 times in 40 minutes. That led to their win. Let's see what the guard play here, how they take care of the basketball in this game.
Colombia featuring a trio of American collegiate players. Tony Troca, 23 years old, at Texas A&M, and then John Paul Mejia, also 23 at Cal State Fullerton, and then Janer Mosquera, 24 years old at East Tennessee State. Veteran-laden lineup for Colombia. You've got Edgar Moreno at 36, Michael Jackson at 30, Stalin Ortiz at 36, JJ Hernandez at 33, and Juan Teo at 32. JP Batista for Brazil, 35 years old. He'll be starting along with Fulvio de Assis, who is going to be rather turned 36 years old on August 15th. Once again, we're glad you can be joining us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. This is the opening day of play at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. One game already in the books. It was Mexico over Puerto Rico, 69-66. Fans starting to get into it as we are moments away from tip-off. It's going to be Troca jumping against Caboclo, and we are underway. Moreno to Stalin Ortiz for three. No good. The rebound, Caboclo. There's Fulvio. Niejo, and now out to, I think that was Mindel. No, that was Caboclo for the three miss. And Fulvio getting things set back up. Fulvio with a little bit of an acting job there, but he draws the foul on Edgar Moreno. That's his first. You'll see a lot of that out of the two guards for Brazil. Batista gets it in to Caboclo, the pretty reverse.
Good post position, nice entry pass, a little reverse Mike and layup.
So Brazil draws first blood in this one. Jackson to Juan Teo. Now Ortiz, 7 to shoot. Here's Moreno, getting it inside. Fadeaway is up and good. Juan Teo scores. Now stolen away by Jackson to Moreno. What a pretty move by Moreno to get it to roll in.
Nice move, adjusted to the defense. 4-on-1 fast break. Little pressure out front.
Minejo's jump shot missed, and then the putback attempt also no good by Batista. Here's Teo into the paint, gives it up underneath. Out to Troca for three, and that's good! (7-2) in favor of Colombia early. Batista could not get the shot to go, but he draws the foul on Troca. As you look at the three-pointer splash its way in.
I'm sure Colombia's high on the emotions, playing in front of their home crowd. You know, that's always exciting to do, especially when you have your nation behind you. They're off to a great start.
And they were in full voice singing the Colombian national anthem as well. Excellent crowd here for the opening night of play.
Yes, it is.
The Colombians would dearly love to see their team take down the hated Brazilians. Everybody in South America wants to take down the Brazilians, really.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before.
Yeah. Both free throws good by Batista. And Colombia's lead is 3.
Now Brazil settled down now that they have points on the board.
Ortiz into the paint. Nice little bounce pass inside and a travel. I enjoy watching the reactions of the fans early on in the game when they're still all full of adrenaline and excited, and every call that goes against them, they lose their minds.
Right. Yeah, because we knew what was coming.
Yeah. Long jumper on the way, and that's good. Pretty shot there by Rafael Minejo.
Always helps when a big can stretch the floor like that.
Well, that's one thing that Brazil has been loaded with, is stretch fours. Argentina as well. Wow, what a tip in there by Tony Troca.
Oh, nice pass.
Here comes Colombia looking to extend its lead. Troca for three. A little too strong. Caboclo the rebound. Here comes Fulvio. Minejo.
Good slip screen.
And that's going to be a foul on Edgar Moreno, and that'll be his second. So Moreno sits down, and Hansel Atencia comes on. Atencia, just 20 years old and 5'10". Nice dump inside, and Batista finishes.
This is where Brazil's length is going to be to their advantage on the offensive boards. They can keep it alive.
Tego at the left elbow now. Troca. Atencia into the paint. Nice kick out pass. It will not fall for Tello, but a nice drive and dish by Atencia. Now Colombia loses track of Minejo, and he scores. And that puts Brazil on top for the first time at 10-9. 5.5 minutes to play, first quarter. Jackson. Over to Ortiz, 3 to shoot. Ortiz the floater off the glass, no. Fulvio the rebound.
That time there were 3 Brazilians to rebound. No blue jerseys in the paint.
And a nice feed from Fulvio to Leo Meindl. He gets his first bucket of the game. That three-pointer no good. Atencia the rebound. Now the open jumper, no good by Tello. And all of a sudden, Colombia can't buy a bucket. Tried the lob inside to Batista, but the pass a little too long. Jackson into the paint, kicking it out to Atencia for 3. That's good! Atencia ties it up.
Comes
with
in.
4:20 to play.
Comes in right away and makes things happen. Attacks the rim, knocked down a 3.
Inside to Batista, a lot of contact, no call. And now a turnover as Tello was hounded. Here's Caboclo from the right wing. That's good for 3. Atencia calling the play out. Guarded by Fulvio. Now here comes Ortiz, 6 to shoot. Around the screen, Ortiz back up to Jackson. Jackson from the right elbow, and that's good.
Nice move, he got right to the elbow with one dribble and scored.
Fulvio launching the long three-pointer, that's no good. Rebounded by Tello.
You know, they never got the net down for
No,
that
they
previous
didn't.
3.
The dunk attempt blocked by Minejo. He gets it back and draws the foul. What a play by Rafael Minejo. Blocking the dunk by Michael Jackson.
Go back to that. No, there it is. Nice.
Jackson was going up for the thriller. And Minejo says, beat it.
I knew you were going to work something in there. But going back to that previous three with the net up on the rim, that might have knocked it out. It kept it from going in because it skips across. It should have been pulled down. I know they have guys at either end to pull them down. They just didn't get to it.
Free throw attempt by Minejo, no good. That was completely spontaneous, by the way. I had not planned that.
Stop it.
I am absolutely 100% serious.
I know. You're quick on your feet.
Unfortunately, that's probably the best I'm going to have tonight.
No, you got some more in there.
Atencia getting it out to Angola. Angola gets it back. He launches the three. Rebounded nicely by Luis Almanza. 4 subs in the game right now for Colombia, with the exception of Juan Tello. Almanza to inbound. Mosquera over to Atencia. That went off the leg. And Atencia gets it back. 5 to shoot. Almanza's shot is blocked, but he draws the foul. And that's going to be on Leo Mindel.
This first quarter is moving along pretty well.
Yeah, it really is.
Both teams are shooting well, too. 50% for Brazil, 44% for Colombia. Only 2 turnovers apiece, so they're both taking care of the basketball.
Some pressure in the backcourt by Colombia, broken by Brazil. Now Mindel, the long jumper, no good. Here comes Atencia, coming up on 2 minutes to play first quarter. Into the lane, among the trees, kicking it out. Now Tello from 18, short. Almanza the rebound. Fights his way through, the rebound tipped and then controlled by Mindel.
They're getting looks, they just got to put it in.
Jorginho de Paula into the game now for Brazil. That three-pointer off by Mariano Lucas.
Oh, I thought he got hit on the arm.
I thought he got hit in the head. But Angola gets the rebound back, and Atencia resets. 6 to shoot. Atencia.
There's got to be a mismatch. There you
go.
I'll tell you what, I like what Atencia brings into the game right off the bench.
Atencia at 5'10" was being guarded by the 6'9" Lucas, so somebody was wide open. Now that three-pointer no good by Minejo.
Nice
Comes Almanza running the floor. Minejo gets back, though, and forces the miss. Now 2-on-1 for Brazil. And the easy lay-in for Mindel. Brazil back on top, 18-17. Some frenetic action here the last minute or so. 45 seconds to play in this first quarter. Tello to Angola on the right wing. 6 to shoot. Tries to get around Caboclo.
Ooh, may have gotten away with the travel there.
Three-pointer by Tello, no good.
4-second difference.
And Jorginho is fouled. That is going to be on Brian Angola. Angola, 6'4", 23 years old, out of Florida State. Paula hits the first free throw. And splashes the second as well, and now it's Brazil with a 3-point lead. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. Atencia.
I think it was on Fusaro.
It's another one of those where the jersey says Fusaro and the official roster says Danilo Siqueira. Never can tell with the Brazilians if they're going with their first name, their last name, or a nickname on their jersey. And now an offensive foul called.
Plenty of time here for Brazil.
Oh yeah, more
13,
than enough time.
Yep. See what kind of pressure here, 2-2-1.
Colombia foul was on Divier Perez. As you saw it in the side of the frame there. Jimmy Oliveira into the game. Pressure by Colombia. Locked out of bounds. Nicely done by Almanza. And it'll be Brazil ball with 3 on the shot clock. That was actually just stripped out of bounds. Up top to Davi Rosetto.
He stepped over the line.
And Brazil does not get a shot off. Nice defense by Colombia. 20-17 at the end of the first quarter. This is the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament, live from Coliseo Ivan de Beidou in Medellin. To 17 at the end of the first quarter. Brazil leading host nation Colombia. Second game of the day of the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Tournament. As we look at the first quarter statistics, Caboclo 5 points, 4 rebounds for Brazil. Rafael Minejo 5 points. JP Batista 4 points, 4 rebounds. Leo Mindel 4 points. And Jorginho de Paula 2 points for Brazil. For Colombia, Moreno has 2, Almanza 3 and 3 rebounds. Michael Jackson 2 points. Atencia has 3. Tony Troca 5. And Juan Teo has 2 points and 5 rebounds.
Difference in that quarter was free throw shooting. Brazil is +4 from the line.
Mariano Lucas fouled on his way to the bucket. Colombia foul on Janer Mosquera.
Pretty much even first quarter, Craig. 13 rebounds apiece. 2 turnovers by Brazil, 3 by Colombia. as we saw in the first game, free throw shootings is definitely something
Yeah.
you got to work on, because it came down to the end in that first game.
Mariano misses the second free throw. Mariano Lucas is a whole lot of human being. Just 23 years old, 6'9", and he's not a beanpole 6'9".
No, he's solid.
He's an offensive tackle, 6'9". Swatted out of there by Lucas. He's not one of those guys that you put Ino on the end of his name. To designate small.
Right.
Or little, I guess. Angola into the lane, pulling up, and an offensive foul. I don't know if he cleared out with the off arm. I did not see. So here comes Fulvio. Both teams taking excellent care of the ball thus far. Nice feed from Fulvio to Lucas, but Lucas a little too strong off the glass. And now that pass tipped by Lucas Diaz.
Both teams are getting into the paint. They just have to
Score. And an offensive foul called. That's on Danilo Siqueira. There you see, it says Fusaro on the back of his jersey.
Angola definitely was set.
Yep.
There's an offensive call, pushed off with the arm. Almanza.
That's his first foul.
He did
It's
it right
more-
in front of the official, too.
Get a look at it in the background here, yeah.
Baseline referee had a perfect view of it.
Well, three of the starters back in for Colombia. Great drive by Mindel. Couldn't get it to go, and then Mariano Lucas couldn't get the finish. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Colombia ball. Coming up on 2 minutes elapsed in this second quarter, only 1 point's been scored. That on a free throw by Mariano Lucas. Tony Troca over to Angola. And he's going to draw the foul on Leo Mindel. We saw some cool hairstyles in our FIBA women's tournament, the AmeriCup, a couple weeks ago in Buenos Aires. That would have worked on you, I think.
How many did you want me to have from that one? Like 3?
Beautiful drive and finish there by Juan Tello. But I think an early contender for you at this tournament is Brian Angola.
I knew that. I knew it. Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
That three short, Angola the rebound. I think that'd look good on you.
It might.
Give you some street cred while you're coaching. Teo from 15, no good. Caboclo the rebound. Caboclo just about lost it. Back out to Fulvio, and Brazil resets. 10 on the shot clock. Around the screen by Lucas. Fulvio loses the handle. Lucas finds it, hits the jumper. Nicely done by Lucas.
Yeah, he's been pretty active, not only on the offensive end, but defensively with some block shots, clearing out guys for rebounds.
Lucas has a very nice touch. That's something you can't really teach.
Nice
Oh, beautiful
pass.
feed from Atencia into Teo. Teo's got 6 now. Colombia back to within 2. Fulvio, little hesitation move, giving it up to Mariano. Shot blocked! Troca kicking it out to Atencia for 3. Atencia gets his own rebound, spinning along the baseline. Now he's got to circle it back out. Now Angola for 3.
Well, this place would have erupted had
It
Atencia
sure
hit
would've.
that 3. Got to get back.
And Mendel can't get the bucket, but he does draw the foul on Atencia. That'll be his first. Still only been 7 points scored in this quarter from both teams.
Yeah, it's been up and
Timeout
down.
on the floor, 5:50 to play, second quarter, Brazil on top, 23-21. (23-21), Brazil leading Colombia, 5:50 to play, second quarter. Balanced scoring thus far by Brazil. For Colombia too, really. Led by Juan Teo with 6 points. Tony Troca has 5. A couple other players with 3. Brazil with a pair that has 5 points and another pair that has 4. As you see the bucket there by Juan Teo. Mindel drains the first free throw. Splashes the second as well. So it's Brazil by 4. Ever since Moreno went out with those 2 fouls, Atencia has been in for Colombia, and Colombia really has not lost anything.
No, they haven't. He's done a nice job. He's kept the offense in a nice flow.
Teo, the nice jump stop into the lane and the pretty fadeaway. That gives him 8 to lead all scorers. Fulvio kicking it out. 3 on the way from Lucas Diaz. Short, but there for the cleanup is Mindel.
Size advantage here is going to Brazil.
Jackson kicking it out. There's Teo again. That rattles out. Lucas the rebound. All the way up ahead to Mindel. And an offensive foul, they're going to say. Must have cleared out with that off arm.
Had to have.
Here's a look at the pretty move by Teo earlier. Jump stop into the lane and then fading away nicely over the outstretched arm of Batista. Nice feed inside to Jackson. Jackson loses his feet and a foul called. That will be on Lucas Diaz. That's his first. Both teams now in the penalty. Troca, tough shot. And they're going to get Minejo with a foul. Boy, I thought they were going to get Teo swooping in.
Right.
And Minejo is asking the same thing.
He's looking. He's kind of bewildered himself on that call.
So now Troca will go to the free throw line.
It's only be the third and fourth for Colombia this half.
That free throw is up and in.
Well, Brazil has gotten to the line 10 times.
Troca sinks them both. He gets Colombia back to within 2, and now some full court pressure here.
Sometimes when you see a team that doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, you think that they're just shooting outside shots. But that hasn't been the case with Colombia. They've been attacking. They just
Brazil,
got that across.
Yeah, they sure did. And now out of bounds off the hands of Caboclo. It'll be Colombia ball.
Coach Guidetti there with the hard dribble with the ball when he caught it. Not happy.
Teo, and now a whistle. That's going to be a 5-second call. So a turnover by Colombia. They had a chance to tie it up or take the lead on that possession. Now Batista comes back in for Brazil as Mariano Lucas sits down. Gave Brazil some very good minutes in there.
Yes, he did.
Both the crowd and Guillermo Moreno wanted a foul call there.
And I think Angola wanted a call there too.
Now Fulvio drains the jumper from the free throw line, and the lead back to 4. Angola. Troca. Back to Angola. Angola fights his way into the lane. Shot won't go. And here comes Brazil. Fulvio to Lucas Diaz. The two-hand layup.
Late call.
That foul's going to be on Troca. We'll get a look at it here. And I'm not sure about that one. I didn't see any contact.
No. The ball doesn't lie.
I was just thinking that as
The
we
ball
say back
doesn't
home,
lie.
ball doesn't lie. Diaz hits the second to make it a 5-point lead at 30-25, and now timeout called. 3:35 to play, second quarter. Colombia takes its second and final timeout of this first half, trailing by 5. 30-25 in favor of Brazil. 3:35 to play, second quarter. And Mark Anderson, you had a good chance to look in on the dry erase board there of Guillermo Moreno. What did you see?
It's like Coach Moreno's drawing up what he called the up play with several down screens with an up screen. Gonna look right here. He comes off the double.
Jackson on the penetration, bumped twice, no call. DePaula getting it out to Minejo. Brazil resets. DePaula now on the right wing. Zips the pass inside to Batista. He couldn't finish, but the offensive rebound by Brazil. Now a three on the way from Diaz. That's short. And Minejo cannot track the rebound down. It'll be Colombia ball. Colombia, as you see, 29% from two-point range.
Well, they've missed 9 or 10 shots at the restricted line where you take the charge at. That's what I was saying before. When you look at the free throws that they've taken, the lack of, there's a nice drive.
That time, Stalin Ortiz hits from in close. Gets Colombia back to within 3.
Yeah, they're not settling for jump shots. They're getting inside. They just got to finish.
That three misses everything from Minejo. Here comes Tello. His popper from the right side, no good. And they're going to get a foul on the rebound on Stalin Ortiz. I think that was a good call. I think Ortiz went over the back. Fans don't like it. We'll get a look at it here.
The replay, yeah.
Couldn't really see it there.
Boy. I don't know. It looked like there was some daylight in between there when he went through.
Minejo hits both free throws. Here comes Jackson. Driving baseline, he gets bumped. That foul is going to be on Caboclo. That'll be his second. Now, we've seen a couple calls here tonight, Mark, that they weren't 100% calls, at least from our vantage point and from the replay. And talking with several official friends of mine over the years, on a close call, unless it's 100% the right way, you don't want to call it. Unless it's 100% chance that it was a foul, you don't want to call it.
Well, it did knock Minejo off the ball when he was getting the rebound. He gained he gained no advantage when he went in there.
There's a pretty feed inside to Minejo. He's got 9 now. Brazil has opened up a 6-point lead. And that is their biggest of the game. Colombia's biggest lead of the game was 5 very early on. Jackson, and the fans are going to want to foul here, and there actually was one called, but I thought Jackson just slipped.
He slipped before the foul.
So that foul is going to be on Davi Rossetto. Yeah, his right foot just went out from under him, but I think there would have been a foul anyway, as Rossetto was closing with the body rapidly. So Michael Jackson to the free throw line. Sinks the first. Jackson gets them both. And Colombia back to within 4. Inside of 90 seconds to play in this second quarter. And the pass from De Paula off the mark. He was trying to find Minejo.
That was a feel play.
Yeah.
He thought he would be there. And he would have been, but he was just held up just enough off that pick and roll that he wasn't there.
And Minejo came over after the play and said, yeah, you had the right thought.
Yep.
Troca for three. Yes! Colombia back to within one, and Brazil wants timeout. Yeah, the fans are barking because they haven't put that three-pointer up on the board yet. It is 34-33.
There it is.
So it's 34-33. Brazil takes timeout. Getting the wave started here at Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin. The wave's still pretty popular here in South America.
Apparently so, because even we're doing it.
Minejo getting it inbounds now. Rosetto gets it back between the rings. 50 seconds to play. Nice give underneath from Rosetto.
Nice
to
bounce
Batista.
Pass.
Coming up on 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Brazil by 3. Ortiz around the screen by Troca. 4 to shoot. Here comes Jackson. Hanging in the lane, that circles out. Troca the rebound, has it blocked. And Batista the rebound. Shot clock is off, game clock at 12. Rosetto. And now there's a mismatch. Stalin Ortiz is guarding Batista. And Brazil unable to take advantage of it as the first half comes to an end. With Brazil on top, 36-33, here at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament, live from Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin. Alongside Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Fada, and Mark, in that first half, I think Colombia's got to be pretty pleased, shooting only 27% from two-point range, 30% from three-point range. They find themselves down just 3.
That's just it. That's what I was saying. They were getting the shots that they wanted. They just have to start hitting them, and they did towards the end. Brazil went a little cold there towards the end, but the thing is that Colombia just kept attacking, then mixed in a 3 here and there. They're right back in it. And they're starting to get to the free throw line too, which was something they were lacking in the first quarter. So that shows that, they're still being aggressive going to the basket.
Both teams taking pretty good care of the ball, 7 turnovers apiece. Brazil just 1 of 11 from three-point range in that first half. As we watch the highlights, Stalin Ortiz missing that three-pointer there, but pretty follow. Let's take a look at the individual numbers for this first half. Caboclo, 5 points, 7 rebounds for Brazil. Lucas Diaz, 1 point. Mariano Lucas, 3 points. Fulvio, 2 points, 4 assists. Vinejo, 11 points. JP Batista, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Meindl had 8 and 3 rebounds. Meindl, though, with 3 fouls in that first half. And George De Paula, 2 points in that first half. For Colombia, Moreno had 2 before sitting down with those 2 fouls. I don't think he's been back in since then. Almanza has 3 points and 3 boards. Michael Jackson, 5 points. Stalin Ortiz has 2. Hansa Latencia, 3 points. Angola did not score, but he has 6 rebounds. Tony Troca, 10 points. And Juan Teo has 8 points and 5 rebounds. So a pretty evenly played first half. It looked for a moment as if Brazil was going to put some distance between themselves and Colombia, but Colombia just kept plugging away.
You know, they got up 40 shots. They were 12 of 40 overall. The difference is what we're looking at here is fast break points. Brazil has 10 to 2 in their favor, and that right now is the difference in the game. So as we're looking here, Colombia just keep going at it, keep going to the basket, looking to score. They'll be fine in here in the second half. They just got to get some stops, and the way that if they open up and spread the floor, they can kind of neutralize the length of Brazil.
Colombia actually out-rebounding Brazil in the first half, 25-23, including 10-5 on the offensive glass. So if you're looking for another reason that Colombia is down just 3, their work on the offensive glass, as you saw the play where Michael Jackson blew out a tire. And one of Tony Troca's 3-pointers in that first half. Entertaining first half of basketball.
Yes, it was.
And I have no doubt that the second half will be equally as entertaining. Don't forget, tomorrow we kick off at 5:30, Mexico, Brazil, and then at 8 o'clock it's Colombia, Peru. This is the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament live from Medellin. I think he wanted to plug his phone.
sola y siempre estoy ahí. Es una guerra de toma y dame, pues dame de eso que tienes. Oye, baby, no seas mala, no me dejes con las ganas. Se escucha en la calle y que ya no me quieres, ven y dímelo en la cara.
Pregúntale a quien tú quieras, mira, te juro que eso no es así. Yo nunca tuve una mala intención, yo nunca quise burlarme de ti. Conmigo ves, nunca se sabe, un día digo que no y otro que sí.
Yo soy masoquista,
Con mi cuerpo un
tú eres
egoísta.
puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no quiera.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie.
Como tú me tientas cuando tú te mueves. Es un movimiento sexy, siempre me entretiene. Sabes manipularme bien con tu cadera. No sé por qué me tienes en lista de espera.
Te dicen por ahí que voy haciendo y deshaciendo, que salgo cada noche que te tengo ahí sufriendo, que en esta relación soy yo la que manda. No pares bola toda esa mala propaganda. Papá, ¿qué te digo? Ya te comen el oído. No vaya a interesar lo que no se ha torcido.
Y como un loco sigo tras de ti, muriendo por ti. Dime qué pa' mi bebé.
¿Qué? Pregúntale a quien tú quieras. Mira, te juro que eso no es así. Yo nunca tuve una mala intención. Yo nunca quise burlarme de ti. Conmigo ves, nunca se sabe. Un día digo que no y otro que sí.
Yo soy masoquista.
Con mi cuerpo un
Tú eres
egoísta.
puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no quiera.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje.
Good evening and welcome back to Coliseo Iván de Bedú in Medellin, Colombia. It's the second game of the first day of play at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. Alongside Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Feda, and Brazil with a slim three-point lead at halftime, 36-33. Don't know if you noticed this, Mark, but Brazil didn't come out of the locker room from halftime until there was about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, left on the clock before the half was over.
Well, when you have that, we've seen it at both ends. We've seen it where the teams have come out 2 minutes after halftime has started. This time, when the team stays in there that long, what they're really doing is going over, talking strategy, maybe readjusting some things offensively, maybe defensively more so. The thing is that, you know, they're playing well right now. Both teams have 12 field goals each. The advantage here is just going to Brazil because of the free throws. They're +5 when it comes to free throws, while Colombia is they have 2 more three-pointers or 6 more points from behind the arc than does Brazil, but the difference there is the three free throws.
If you are either coach, what adjustments are you looking to make in this second half?
If I'm Colombia, I'm going to keep attacking, try to get the bigs in foul trouble. And if I'm Brazil, I'm just going to stick with my game plan of just keep moving the ball. I've got a bigger lineup, and just what they've been doing is running a single screen in the middle of the floor, the middle third, and then spacing out. They're putting a pocket shooter in the corner and typically a driver on the wing, and then you can play out of that.
Teo gets it inbounds to Moreno, and the second half is underway. Moreno, in that first half, got in early foul trouble, played just 5 minutes and 44 seconds of that entire first half, as he was spelled by Hansel Atencia, who played 11 minutes in that first half. Nice tip in there by Mosquera.
Again, they came out just like we alluded to. It's keep attacking the basket.
That was Caboclo that could not track it down, and so Colombia with a chance to take an early lead here in this second half. Teo between the rings looking for something, and finally here comes Stalin Ortiz to Moreno, and now back inside to Teo. Out to Troca for three. Missed, but the rebound by Teo. Now the long jumper no good. And Brazil the rebound. Stolen away by Moreno. Moreno gives it up. I think Henry Mosquera wanted a foul there.
Right.
Didn't even really get a shot off.
No, he kind of fumbled it right as he caught it, too.
Fulvio's floater won't go.
All right, this will be 3 chances here to take the lead.
Ortiz into the lane. It falls in, and Colombia has its first lead since early in the first quarter, 37-36. I think the last time Colombia led, it was 9-8.
Yeah, it was really early on. But Ortiz has come out 2 straight times. Both his baskets have been going to the driving to the basket.
And Mineo did not like the call on that rebound out of bounds, saying that he didn't touch it. Hard to see there, but it did indeed look like it went off of a Colombian player. Now Ortiz. Teo tried to thread the needle on the pass, and it was tipped by Fulvio, and Brazil comes out of there with it.
Yeah, he read that back door perfectly.
2.5 minutes elapsed in this third quarter, and Brazil has not scored yet. Sequeira faked the three. Now it's Caboclo. 2 on the clock. Fulvio did not get it off.
It was going to be close.
It was going to be close. We saw one of those earlier that I couldn't imagine for the life of me that they even got the shot off, but so now here comes Moreno over into the side for Ortiz. And a foul called. That is going to be on Sequeira. And that's his third. Troca sits down for Colombia, and John Paul Mejia comes on. First time he's been in the game. The 6'9", 23-year-old from Cal State Fullerton.
Let's see if they get it to Stalin Ortiz. He's doing a good job of going to the basket.
Moreno to Teo, 6 to shoot. Teo, yeah, he's going to travel. Got into the lane and couldn't do anything with it.
Again, that's a case when you leave your feet, your first thought's got to be shot. It can't be passed. For that reason right there.
Caboclo cut off by Mejia. Batista, his shot no good. Caboclo the rebound.
Caboclo was just too far under when he made his pivot move. That's where you got to use the box there on the lane as your line of where to set up.
I think that shot by Mineo might have been tipped. At any rate, it gets kicked by Brazil, and now it's out of bounds. Coming up on 4 minutes elapsed in this third quarter. Brazil has not scored. Mejia has it poked away, but gets it back. Now Mosquera. Oh, boy, looked like he led with that off arm.
I don't think it looked like. I think he did.
At any rate, Mosquera scores, and he gives Colombia a 3-point lead. Here we can look at it here. Couldn't really see it from that angle. We were blocked by Caboclo, but in real time, sure looked like he led with that left arm.
Right, from our angle, it sure did.
But it's a 3-point lead for Colombia. 5:57 to play, third quarter. Brazil has not yet scored in this second half.
Here we go. Here it is, Craig. Right there.
Didn't look like much on that replay, but in real time, it sure
Right.
looked like there was a lot more to it. As you see the slow motion wave here at Coliseo Ivan de Bedou.
Where are we at?
Medellin,
No,
Colombia,
the arena.
South America.
The arena.
Coliseo Ivan de Bedou.
Two things coming out of that timeout. One, Colombia is doing what I thought they would. They would keep attacking the lane and getting baskets out of it. Brazil has gone away from their middle screen and spacing. Now they went back to it. There we go.
Fulvio, the nice drive, could not finish, and I did not hear a whistle. Crowd was making so much noise, but the Colombia foul is going to be on Mosquera. That is his second.
That play right there where they have the middle screen and then they space out on the backside, that gives Fulvio the chance to go to the lane and make things happen.
So with 5:41 to play in the third quarter, Brazil scores its first point of this half. Fulvio hits both free throws. And Brazil back to within one. Here's Moreno. Ortiz to Teo. Mejia. 6 to shoot. Here comes Teo. He gets bumped, loses it. And that foul is going to be on Moreno, and that'll be his third. So Moreno heads to the bench. Hansel Atencia comes on. Edgar Moreno picking up his third foul. He will be 36 years old in 5 days. And now that foul also on Mosquera, and now he's got 3, so he heads to the bench along with John Paul Mejia. And John Tyro Hernandez comes on for Colombia for the first time, along with Tony Troca.
Well, Moreno with 3 fouls is probably going to have to, he could still come back in here in the third quarter, but it'll have to be late.
And the nice follow there by Mariano Lucas off to the free throw miss. And nearly 5 minutes into the third quarter, Brazil gets its first field goal of the half. So now Atencia over to Ortiz. Troca, 7 to shoot. Atencia's got it. Now Ortiz. 3 now, 2. puts up the floater, and that's good. Colombia back on top, 41-40. Lucas for three. A pretty good looking shot, but Hernandez the rebound.
Well, that's what Brazil was having a lot of effect in the first half, was with that middle screen, and they could either roll out of it or hit the guys on the backside for it. They're coming back to that now, see if they can regain that success they had.
Teo, the turnaround fadeaway, and that's good. Reminiscent of a certain other number 23.
Michael Jordan? LeBron James?
That would be the former, not the latter. That three ball by Caboclo, no good.
Nice rebound.
Wow, what a rebound by Lucas. And then he goes up, puts some English on it, and spins it in to get Brazil back to within one. Hernandez over to Ortiz, and now I think they are going to get Juan Teo on the offensive foul. That is, and that's his first, as you get a good look there at Guillermo Moreno. Fulvio loses Atencia for the moment. Atencia blocks the pass. Now out to Caboclo for three. That's good. Caboclo puts Brazil back on top. 45-43. That was good defense on that possession by Colombia. Brazil found the open man and he knocked the shot down.
Right, and that all came off of a tip pass, too.
Another rebound for Mariano Lucas. Lucas now gets called for the offensive foul as we look at the three-pointer by Caboclo. Splash that one. Now here's the offensive foul by...
He just can't stop on a dime.
Yeah, like a semi.
Right. And Atencia knew that too, and he stepped over in front of him. That was smart.
Mariano Lucas, 7 points, 4 rebounds. 3 on the way from Ortiz, just short. Up ahead to Jimmy Oliveira. That's his first 2 points. And Brazil now with a 4-point lead. Ortiz gets it back to Atencia. 9 to shoot. Inside 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Here comes Teo. Another turnaround fadeaway, no good. Fulvio the rebound.
Yeah, Colombia's got to go back to what got him back in this game. That's driving to the basket, not settling.
That three-pointer no good by Renan Lenz. I think if you're Brazil, you go every time down low to Mariano Lucas. I don't think there's anybody on Colombia right now that can defend him.
No. And nobody on Brazil that can defend Ortiz right now.
Colombia back to within 2. 1:15 to play, third quarter.
Nice defense. Oh, hurt his ankle.
Open three is up and good for Jimmy Oliveira. But Stallion Ortiz is down under the bucket. I did not see what happened there.
I don't know if he got entangled.
I don't think we'll see it there. There's the nice alley-oop to Oliveira. As Ortiz is still down. Right in front of our cameraman, as you see. And he's pointing to the left knee. And we don't like to see that. We saw a couple of those injuries in the FIBA Women's AmeriCup tournament.
Yes, we did, and those were unfortunate ones.
Yeah.
And Argentina had two
of them. One in the group phase. Here, we might get a look at it here. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
His teammate rolled into him.
Rolled back on him.
And then Argentina had one in the final, which really took the wind out of their sails, but managed to
they had a shot
make
at
a
the
comeback.
buzzer.
Yeah, they did. Against Canada. One of my favorite players in the whole world, Melissa Greder. Her half-court shot just missed. As they continue to work on Stallion Ortiz. And he's not able to put any pressure on that left leg, and that's going to be a huge blow for Colombia. Right. Ortiz has 10 points in this game.
And he fueled that comeback in the third quarter by just attacking and attacking and attacking the rim.
Oldest player on the Colombian roster at age 36.
Discussing the shot clock or game clock.
Oh. Something wrong with the scoreboard to our right. I think. Anyway, back to play. The scores are right. As Angola drives and draws the foul. That's going to be on Davi Rosetto. And that's his first foul. Angola misses the second. 40 seconds to play, third quarter, Brazil by 4. Pass deflected out of bounds by Troca.
A nice block by Angola.
And an offensive foul called against Brazil.
Oh,
that's going to be
Lucas.
on Mariano Lucas, yeah.
They got popped in the mouth. He keeps checking his tooth.
Yeah. Both teams a little discombobulated right now. That sometimes happens after an injury. Even to the opposition, it kind of just disrupts the flow of the game, but
Right.
you also hate to see a competitor down on the floor like that have to get carried off. Jackson out to Teo. Teo loses the handle. 16 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Here comes Rosetto trying to shake Angola.
Good defense by Angola.
Now the three on the way from Lucas Diaz. That rings out.
Got time.
Up ahead, cherry picking was Tony Troca, and he goes up and scores at the buzzer. And Colombia ends the third quarter down by 2, 50-48. Get a look at this last shot again. Troca, the run out. Back at home, we'd call that cherry picking.
Yep.
And he goes up and jams it home with 0.2 of a second left. And heading into the fourth quarter, Colombia down by just 2.
Brazil shooting 51%, Colombia 36. And if you look at the score, you're saying 50 to 48. Well, Colombia is taken more shots, and they have 2 more baskets than does Brazil.
It's just for the quarter. $50 to 48 as we head to the fourth quarter here in Medellin. First day of play at the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. 1 game already in the books. Mexico defeated Puerto Rico 69-66. Fulvio's pass deflected by Atencia, but Fulvio gets it back. Fulvio giving it up to Lucas. His shot won't go. Teo fighting for the rebound and coming out of there with it. Jackson double clutch and lays it in. And we are tied at 50.
Now, I like how Colombia has been sticking to their game plan of attack, attack, attack. And now the game is tied as a result of it.
Here comes Mariano Lucas giving it up underside to Mindel.
He read, and he also felt that 4 of the Colombian defenders collapsed on him. That left the cutter open. Nice pass to Mendel.
Now Angola driving baseline. His dunk attempt blocked, but he does draw the foul. That's the 3rd foul on Caboclo. We're tied up at 52.
Colombia will get to the line more if they keep driving. The defenders will get tired as the game goes on if they keep driving.
Out to Minejo. Now Fulvio for 3. Fulvio unable to silence the crowd. And they're going to say Mariano Lucas touched that. And it'll be Colombia ball with a chance to take the lead.
Brazil, 15% from behind the arc.
Three on the way from Troca, just short. Mindel the rebound. And a foul by Angola.
You feel the crowd on that one?
Yeah. They all collectively inhaled, ready to explode on that three-point attempt by Tony Troca.
Well, it all started with Angola's Euro step in the lane there.
Angola hits the deck. Fans wanted a call. And now Michael Jackson draws the foul, reaching in on Meindl, and then Jackson. That's a good no call there.
Yeah, it was a solid screen, and Lucas put his hands up.
And here's the reach in, and then the inadvertent elbow to the sensitive part of the thigh.
Yes.
3 on the way from Meindl. That's good. Leo Meindl, huge three-pointer, puts Brazil back up 3. 55-52, 7.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter.
And he has 10 points.
Jackson, his step-back 3, blocked by Meindl and then saved in bounds by Caboclo. And now timeout taken by Colombia. Each team with 2 timeouts left. 55-52 Brazil. This is the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. And I think that should be Colombia ball.
Yes.
.7:18 to play, fourth quarter. Brazil by 3, 55-52. Neither of these teams shooting the lights out in this game. Brazil 38.8% overall and just 4 of 20 from three-point range. Colombia 35.7 overall, 3 of 14 from three-point range.
Just the volume of shots that Colombia has gotten up. 7 to 10 more shots, and they're going to hit a couple more as a result of that.
Meindl has it on the right wing. Kick out into the corner, 3 on the way. Splash that one! Huge three-pointer there by Caboclo. And he's got 11 points to go along with his 11 rebounds, and now it's a 6-point lead for Brazil.
He's hit 2 big threes this game.
Troca for 3, short.
Colombia's got to get a stop here, but they can't settle for jump shots.
Boy, that sure looked to me like Leo Meindl
off his...
went back between his legs and dribbled it into the backcourt. But a three-pointer there by Fulvio makes it a 9-point lead.
Good timeout by Coach Moreno.
Colombia with 1 timeout left, Brazil with 2. And just like that, Brazil is up 9.
Well, again, we'll go back to what Coach Van Gundy calls them, the daggers. As they knock down those threes, it's opened it up.
We will see Mr. Van Gundy when we travel to Montevideo. He's coaching Team USA. As we get a look in at Guillermo Moreno. And neither team shooting well from beyond the arc, but Brazil has hit a couple of big ones here in the last couple minutes.
And that's boosted them up from 15% to 27%. Still not great, but when you knock down 2 out of your last 3 threes, 3 out of the last 4, that's going to help.
The last 3 buckets in the game, all 3-pointers. First one by Mindel, second one by Caboclo, and the third one by Fulvio.
Nice catch right in rhythm and knocked it down.
Colombia has not made a field goal since the 9:35 mark of this fourth quarter.
When did Ortiz go out? Right around now, somewhere right in that area.
Yeah.
No, it was at the end of the third quarter, 58 seconds ago. So that was their guy that was going to the basket.
Teo misses the first free throw, but hits the second. Brazil by 8, coming up on 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Davi Rosetto.
Colombia trying to trap in the outer thirds.
Stolen away by Jackson. And he gets the easy lay-in. Jackson gambles and comes away with the steal and layup. Now Mindel, pounded by Moreno, over to Mariano Lucas, and an offensive foul on Mariano Lucas. And now Troca is down. He took the brunt of that charge by Lucas. See if we can see what, this is the previous play where Jackson commits the steal and then gets the layup.
Oh, Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas landed on his right ankle. And that's a whole lot of humanity coming down on that one little joint right there.
Right.
Troca, one of the top outside shooters for Colombia, helped up.
All right, 2 players they can't afford to lose, Ortiz and Troca.
So Troca comes out, Mosquera comes on to replace him. It'll be Colombia ball on the inbound. Moreno, hounded by Rosetto. Teo's jumper is short. Mosquera could not get the rebound.
Yep, Colombia's running a play that Coach Moreno drew up during that last timeout with the curl action and the pop.
And it looked to me like Teo didn't have enough legs under him. He's played awfully hard all game long. And now with 5 minutes left in the game, that three is up and in. Leo Mindel gets it back to a 9-point Brazil lead. Now Angola for 3. Yes! Angola answers. And it's back down to 6.
Boy, Jackson's just going at it, isn't he, with defensively against Rosetta?
Now a 3 on the way. That was no good by Minejo. And here comes Angola. Little Euro step off the glass. No. Rosetto the rebound. Now a foul called. I think that's going to be on, thought it was going to be on Moreno. Nice catch and shoot three there by Leo Meindl.
And he's hit a couple big threes this quarter.
Colombia foul was on Tego, and that was his third. Now it's a 2-on-1 for Colombia. Moreno lays it in, and it's back down to 4.
Just like that, couple of defensive stops and scores, and you're right back in it.
Crowd started to make some noise. Pass too far for Lucas. Angola.
Got the mismatch. Let him go. Dribble attack.
Into the corner now for Teo. Teo inside to Mosquera. Beautiful feed. And Colombia back to within 2. 3:24 to play, and Brazil wants timeout. After that three-pointer by Meindl, I thought for a moment that that might have been it.
Right.
But what a pass there from inside the paint to Mosquera, and a great finish by Mosquera.
Well, Colombia's answered with their run here. Let's see what Brazil does coming out of this timeout. If they stick with the middle screen and try to get something down the lane. Oh, look at that. Colombia with the advantage in the paint.
Hear the fans chanting. And I bet as soon as the teams come back out on the floor, they're going to make even more noise.
Oh yeah, the last 3.5 minutes is going to be loud.
Boy, look at that pass. Just threaded the needle.
Nice.
That was Teo. 3:24 to play. Brazil by 2. Each team with one timeout remaining. And here comes the Colombian crowd. Stolen away. Here comes Jackson. He loses the handle. It's going to go out of bounds off of Meindl. It'll be Colombia ball with a chance to tie.
That was a 3-on-1 break, too. He could have just kept hold of the ball.
Moreno to inbound. Boy, and Mosquera was being held. Jackson for 3. Short. Brazil nursing this 2-point lead. Fulvio quiets the crowd momentarily with the 3-pointer.
Miscommunication on the switch there. Got to talk those through at this point in the game. You can't have that kind of an error.
Brazil back on top by 5. Here comes Teo. That's good. Tough shot over Batista. Fulvio. And they're going to get Michael Jackson on the foul.
Boy, it's so loud in here, I couldn't even hear that whistle.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Jackson. Now Mosquera. having a seat for Colombia as Divier Perez comes on. Caboclo. Now Mindel. Guarded by Tello. Mindel misses in traffic, and here comes Colombia again. Angola for three. Nailed it! We're tied up at 67 with 1:40 to play.
What a game. Back and forth.
And now a foul on Moreno. That'll be his fourth. Here's the gutsy shot by Angola. Drains it.
Well, you can throw out the record of this series right now, the way this game is going.
Yeah.
This has been outstanding. Game of runs. I mean, Brazil was up 9. Colombia's answered.
Yep.
Ball is wet.
That's a veteran move there by Fulvio.
It sure was.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a speck of moisture on that
Well,
ball.
you know, another veteran move is acting like your shoe is untied too to get some extra wind.
First free throw good by Fulvio. Couple of really good games here to open this tournament up.
Oh, it's been outstanding today.
Fulvio's second free throw straight through, and it's back to a 2-point lead for Brazil. Now Divier Perez sits down, and Tony Troca comes back on.
Difference in this game is the free throw shooting by Brazil.
Troca seems to be moving okay after having Mariano Lucas land on his ankle. And that Brazil foul is going to be on JP Batista.
Well, Craig, it's like we saw in the first game, coming down to the end, free throw shooting.
Yeah. Right now, Colombia 15 of 20 from the stripe. I beg your pardon, Brazil 15 of 20. Colombia 10 of 14. Tello working his way in, fading away, and hitting! Tied back up at 69, coming up on 1 minute to play. Nearly stolen away again by Michael Jackson, but he gets called for the foul. That'll be his third. There's a look at the fadeaway by Tello. Now it's Mindel at the free throw line. Books the first.
Well, he's had an outstanding second half.
He sure has. He didn't really get involved in the offense till midway through the first quarter, but he really has stepped it up. He's got 18 now to go along with 6 rebounds.
He's been picking his spots in this game to take over.
He is the game's leading scorer. Inside of a minute to play now. Moreno to Tello. That's no good. Angola could not come up with the rebound. Big rebound there by Mindel.
That was a good shot, too. Just didn't go down.
40 seconds to play. Brazil by 2. Mindel between the rings. Shot clock at 7.
Play good defense here. You're Colombia.
Mindel spinning his way in and draws the foul on Tello. Troca wanted to travel on Mindel. I kind of thought the same thing, but that's just a spin move into the lane that hasn't been called a travel in a long, long time.
No, it hasn't.
That's one of those, if your guy does it, it's a great move. If the other guy does it,
that's
it's
right.
a travel. Mindel rattles the first free throw in to give Brazil a 3-point lead, and now this one is a big free throw here to make it a 2-possession game. Could not get it to fall. 30 seconds to play. Brazil by 3. Each team with a timeout remaining. Moreno hounded by Fulvio. Stolen away nearly. Now Moreno back to Angola for 3. No good, but he draws the foul. Angola will go to the free throw line with 16.8 to play to try to tie the game. Get a look at the three-pointer here. Angola still in the air. There's contact.
He's saying, Caboclo saying he grabbed him on the way down.
Oh, and pulled him down on top.
Yes, locked his arm.
Well, that's a crafty move if he did and got away with it. Angola hits the first free throw. Very crafty move if that's what he did for a 23-year-old. The lead's now 2. Make it 1. Angola can't get it, but he gets the rebound off the glass. No, tipped. Teo gets fouled. What an unbelievable change of fortune for Colombia. They trailed by 9. And they have clawed their way back into this one. Angola missing the third free throw, getting his own offensive rebound, and then Teo getting fouled. And that foul on Fulvio, and that was a great foul to take by Fulvio.
Exactly, because he had that shot right in the lane.
Teo can't make the free throw. So now the best he can do is tie with 13.1 to play. Teo can't make the second free throw either. So now some pressure here in the backcourt. And Colombia had to foul there. The bright spot is even if Fulvio makes both free throws here, it's still just a 1-possession game. There's a look at the free throw.
Yep, good
rebound
foul.
off the free throw.
Yep.
And what a great foul by Fulvio.
We said it would come down to free throws at the end. It sure has. Now he makes both these. Call timeout, advance it. One last play.
Brazil, 19 of 25 from the stripe. Colombia, 12 of 19. Fulvio's second free throw is good. He just stepped up and stone cold iced those. 7.6 to play. Plenty of time for Colombia to get a good shot off.
Yeah, he's going to have to drop something for a 3. But you like Brazil, they get the hands in Fulvio, the veteran. Calmly steps up there, knocks down the free throws, handling the ball and the pressure here. This has been a great game to watch and to call.
Well, you're going to get a look at Colombia's play right here. Curious to see who Guillermo Moreno is going to have on the floor. I'd want Jackson, Atencia, Angola, Troca, and Moreno.
Angola has 2. Atencia has 1. Troca has 2 threes. So there's your 3 shooters. And that's who he's got out there.
Javier Perez out there as well.
Don't be surprised if this is a kickback to Atencia, who's taking
yeah.
it out. But Fulvia is too smart to fall for that.
Atencia gets it in to Teo. And the foul called. That's not a bad foul to take for Brazil either.
Put them on the line. That way you eliminate the 3-point shot.
Yep. That's the 4th foul on Mariano Lucas. So now Troca comes out. He's hobbled again. But he doesn't look like he's going far.
No.
Colombia has to foul immediately.
Well, let's see if he's shooting to make it. Yep.
Yeah, I would think you would there.
With that much time left, 5.3 seconds. If it had been around 2 or 3 seconds, then you're probably shooting a miss.
So Colombia back to within 1, 74-73. 5.3 to play. It's going to be Brazil's ball. Both teams out of timeouts now. And if you're Brazil, you want your ball handlers and free throw shooters on the floor.
And Colombia has to make sure that they foul right away.
You'd want Fulvio on the floor, Minejo, Batista, Mindel, and then either Davi Rossetto, George De Paula, maybe even Oliveira. So Brazil's got Mindel, Mariano Lucas still out there, JP Batista, Fulvio, and there's Jimmy Oliveira. Mindel to inbound. And yeah, Colombia was wanting a 5-second call there, and it was awfully close.
Awfully close.
It was awfully close. So now Mariano Lucas to the free throw line. In this game, he's 1 for 2 from the stripe. He's got 7 points. Make it 8. Regardless of what happens here, it's still just going to be a 1-possession game, but Colombia does not have any timeouts left, so they can't advance the ball. Both free throws good, so Brazil now leads by 3. So now Atencia back on to replace Javier Perez. So for Colombia,
Lucas wants to know if they want to foul.
are they going to give it on the floor or on the shot? They're going to say it was on the floor, so he's only got 2 free throws. We'll get a look at it here. Angola, there's the foul. Yeah, that was before the shot. That's a good call.
It was.
So Angola will go to the free throw line. Unfortunately for Colombia, not much they can do here. He's got to make the first and miss the second and hope for a tip in. the first. There's the miss.
Got to hit rim.
Yep. He tried to quick play that one too. As soon as he got the ball, he just chucked that up there.
They might have got something out of it if it would have hit the rim. But
yeah.
No chance there.
It's one of those you have to practice a million times to get that carom off the rim just right, come back to you and lay it in.
You know, even when we practice it, and it's hard to do because of the bounce.
Yeah, you're throwing a round object off of a round ring.
And to try to pinpoint it where you wanted to hit it exactly.
Brazil gets it in, and Brazil holds on. 76-74 over Colombia. What an entertaining game down the stretch. Colombia nearly coming back from 9 down in the fourth quarter, but could not pull it out. Just a tremendous game between Brazil and Colombia.
Además, le recordamos que queda terminantemente prohibida la entrada bajo efectos del alcohol y su consumo dentro del escenario.
Second game of the day that came down to free throws.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Well, you look at it, Brazil shot 28, Colombia 23. That's not the issue. It's the fact that how many they missed. They missed 8. You know, and they didn't shoot real well from the floor, but you know what, Craig, what a gritty performance.
Very.
They never gave up.
Colombia acknowledging the support of its fans, and they really buoyed their team to a near comeback against the Brazilians. Brazil ending up out-rebounding Colombia 43-39. Colombia with the advantage on the offensive glass by 3. Colombia just 12 turnovers in the game. Wow.
For the pace of the game and how physical. It was a clean game in that respect.
Yeah, it really was. There you look at the category leaders. Brazil had the edge in fast break points, 12-10. Biggest lead of the game was only 9 by Brazil, and that was in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yeah.
Colombia dominating points in the paint, 40-28, and Colombia's bench outscored Brazil 22-17. We look at the top scorers from each team as we run down the individual numbers on this one. For Brazil, Bruno Caboclo, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Lucas Diaz, 1 point. Mariano Lucas, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Fulvio had 14 points, 6 assists. Rafael Minejo, 11 points, 4 rebounds. JP Batista, 4 points, 8 boards. Leo Mindel, 19 points, 7 rebounds. Jimmy Oliveira, 5 points, including a critical three-pointer down the stretch, which helped balloon that lead to 9. And Jorginho de Paula had 2 points for Brazil. For Colombia, Edgar Moreno had 4 points. He played much of the game in foul trouble, never did foul out. Almanza had 3. Michael Jackson, 9 points and 3 steals. He had the 1 steal down the stretch that sparked a Colombia run. Hansel Atencia had 3 points. He hit a first half 3-pointer. Brian Angola, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Tony Troca, 12 points. Jaime Mosquera had 4. And Juan Tello had 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Tremendously entertaining game. As you said, came down to free throw shooting once again. Colombia just 65% from the line. Brazil 78%, 22 of 28. And that was the difference in a 2-point game.
If this is any indication, tomorrow's going to be just as great.
Speaking of tomorrow, we tip things off at 5:30. It'll be Mexico and Brazil. Mexico defeated Puerto Rico earlier tonight, 69-66. And then at 8 o'clock, it's going to be Colombia and Puerto Rico. Live here from Coliseo Iván de Beidou in Medellin, Colombia. This is the 2017 FIBA AmeriCup Championship Tournament. For my partner Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Fada, saying so long for now. Thanks for watching, and we will see you back here tomorrow night. So long, everybody.
Thunder